YouTube, what's up, man? How y'all doing today? As you seen from the title, I made my first rookie mistake. Y'all seen the pictures. So, yeah, let me tell you guys what happened. I'm at the shipper. I just got finished getting loaded, and the way the warehouse was set up, got the entrance on one side and the exit on the other. And it's a real tight spot. The pavement is set up for one way traffic or whatever. So you got a big patch of gravel on one side, the the paved road in the middle, and then a big patch of green grass on the other. Now on the gravel side, there was like a bunch of miscellaneous things over there, some trailers, like that that belong to the warehouse. So my clock was out, and I still had about 2 hours left on my 10-hour break. So I got loaded or whatever. I put it in personal convenience, yard move or whatever, so I can go and park or whatever. And I see the area, and I'm like, okay, I'm judging it, and I'm like, yeah, I think I can make it. I think I can. I gotta jackknife this shit hard, and I think I can make it if I, get my setup right. Now my setup was right, or at least I thought it was. My setup was right, and once I set up or whatever, I get out and I go test the grassy area, because I know I might have to put it on the grass. So I go stand on it, and I'm stomping on it, I'm jumping up and down on it, and it doesn't seem to be moving under my feet. And I'm, doing this with my feet or whatever, like, seeing how soft it is or whatever. Now, mind you, I know, thinking back now, I didn't know it then, but thinking back, I know, me doing that was nowhere near close to what my tires would be doing. So I was like, all right, I think I can make it or whatever. So I proceed to back up into this tight spot. So I'm backing up, and I'm jackknifing it. And, before I get into the grassy area, I stop again. I get out and look. And my trail is lined up dead perfect with the spot I'm going in. So I'm like, all right, so I get back in, and I'm going to pull back, back up or whatever, and finish getting it in there. And now I'm on the grassy area, and my truck is going back steadily. My mistake was I slowed down. I stopped my momentum. I slowed down. Next thing I know, I completely stopped, but I still got my foot on the gas. And I notice I ain't going nowhere now. So I'm giving it gas, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm looking out my mirrors, and my trail ain't moving. So I'm like, why am I not moving? So I look at my mirrors again, and I'm looking at my tires, and they spinning. Going backwards, they spinning. But I ain't going nowhere. I just see my tires going, a little bit deeper into the dirt. So I said, oh man. So I put it in drive. Put it in second gear. And I try to pull out of there. The tires still spinning. Tires are still spinning. And I'm going deeper into the dirt. I said, oh, I'm stuck. I can't go no more. So I put in neutral, proper brakes, and I immediately go. Now, mind you, the way I'm set up, I don't know if y'all can tell from the pictures, but my trailer is completely blocking the exit. Like my tandems is in the grassy area. Mind you, I told you it was the grassy area, the paved road, grassy area. Gravel, pavement, grass. My tandems is in the gravel. The body of the trailer is completely across the pavement area. My tractor is completely in the grass, so I'm completely blocking the exit. Now, there's two other trucks over there on the docks that's getting loaded, and I know they got to come out of there. So anyway, I immediately goes and talks to whoever's in charge or whatever, and I'm telling them, I say, man, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I tried to back up into the gravel over there because I still got 2 hours left on my clock. I can't go nowhere. But I'm stuck over there. I'm stuck in the dirt. I can't go nowhere. He was like, he told me, he said, yo, listen, don't worry about it. We're not supposed to do it, but I had the trucks go out the entrance. They can go out that way. We're not supposed to do it, but what can we do? I'll just have them go out the entrance or whatever. And he was like, don't worry about it. You're not the first to get stuck there. You ain't gonna be the last. And he said that to me a few times. You're not the first, and you won't be the last. He was like, so what you gonna do? I said, all right, I'm gonna call my dispatcher and let them know what's going on and see what they want to do, how they want to handle that. So I called my dispatcher. It was like, all right, send us some pictures. So the pictures y'all saw, it's the pictures I sent them. And it was like, all right, we're going to call a tow truck. We'll call you back and let you know what's up. They call a tow truck or whatever. They get back to me. Said, all right, tow truck said they'll be there in about 45 minutes to an hour. I said, all right, cool. So I tell the manager of the warehouse, hey, they called the tow truck. They said they'll be here in about 45 minutes to an hour. He's like, all right, well, sit tight. And I looked at him like, really? Where am I going? Where am I going? So I get back in the truck and I just relax. It was cold that day. It was real windy. Mind you, I'm up in Pennsylvania. It's real cold. It's windy. So, I turned the engine on. Turned up the heat. Full blast. And I'm sitting there for about 30 minutes. Truck shut off on me. So I'm like, what in the world? It just completely shut off on me. Now I'm looking at my gauges, and they still stuck in the same position they was before the truck turned off. My tire pressure was the needle was stuck at at the tire pressure at 120 psi. Voltage meter was between 12 and 14. The gauges was where they were supposed to be, but the truck wasn't on. So I'm turning the ignition key. Ain't nothing, and I turn it off. Nothing. Turn it back on. Nothing. So I said, oh man, don't tell me there's another problem. So I just turned it off and I just let it sit for about 20 minutes. After that 20 minutes, I said, well, I looked at the gauges and everything had dropped. So I said, well, let me try turning it back on and then crank back up. So I said, all right, I'm going to turn this damn heat down. The fan, turn that down or whatever. So I turn it down, and I'm just sitting there waiting. By the time I realize it, it's 2 hours. My clock ring came back, and the tow truck still ain't here. 10 minutes later, the tow truck coming. He gets out, and he assesses the situation. He gets his chains, and he pulls me out. 3 whole minutes it took him to pull me out of there. I said, all right, cool. I'm out, and I had to basically, the way he pulled me out, I had to go back to the yard, make a U-turn to come out the exit the right way. And I'm off to the races. I'm off. But let me tell you, I'm an independent contractor, so I'm an independent contractor. So, I look at my finances on that. That tow truck cost me upwards of $350. That hurt. As a newbie, just getting my feet wet, that shit hurt, man. That shit hurt, man. $350, that shit hurt, man. But I said to myself, you know what? It's a rookie mistake. It's a learning experience. Nobody ever never told me, hey, don't do this, don't do that, and try not to do this, try not to do that, and so this is all trial and error for me. Y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me, fam. It's trial and error. So now I know next time I ain't going on no grass or no dirt, no sand, nothing. If it ain't pavement or concrete, or I ain't going on it. So yeah, that's my thing. All right, man. Y'all, like I said, y'all stick with me. Like, subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. Come join me on this journey. Leave me a comment in the comment box. I'll get to it. Let's have a conversation. It's your boy, Trucker Mike. We out.